Yoganjana Sittar Om Sri Rajayoga Guru Saranam. My name is Danaraj. I attended the 131st Yogic Power Seminar in JB. I've had many fantastic experiences all by Guru's grace. Initially, I didn't know anything about this Yogic Power Seminar. Then, one Deepavali, when I was at my brother's place, I got to know about the seminar. At that time, I was only in Form 2. First, my mom attended the seminar and I used to see her diligently practicing the techniques. Honestly, at that time, I didn't show much interest. Then, one day, out of dire need, I attended the seminar. No sooner had I attended the seminar did I see tremendous changes that convinced me that the yogic power is indeed an amazing power. The first obvious change was seen in my studies. I was an average student scoring somewhere in the range of 40, 50, or maybe 60 marks. At least in my primary years for the UPSR exam, I pulled off better grades. However, in my secondary years, I became very weak in my studies. I was really disappointed. After attending the Yogic Power seminar, I realized what my problem was. I had short term memory difficulty. Whatever I studied remained in my mind at that time only. I couldn't recall it later. But utilizing the study method taught during the seminar, whatever I studied got programmed in my subconscious mind. I was able to recall it during the exam and thus secured good grades. My PMR results were my first sign of success. I scored 4 A's and 3 B's. These were results that I had never seen in my entire schooling years. It superseded even my UPSR results. Thus started my road to success. I continued practicing the techniques and for my SPM exam I scored 2 A's, 3 B's and 4 C's. Though I was thoroughly satisfied with my performance, people around me were very demotivating. They kept saying that my results were not up to par and that I was left with no choice but to pursue STPM. But personally, I have always detested having to do STPM. My dream was to pursue Foundation in Science and that too with a scholarship. I did the subconscious programming just twice and it worked miraculously. Through a friend's recommendation, I got to know about a path to pursue Foundation in Science with a full scholarship. By Guru's grace, I have since completed the 1 year course and I am currently pursuing a degree in biomedical science in line with my dream of becoming a pathologist. I am currently in the first year of my degree program. I sincerely thank Tata Sri Guruji because it was only by Tata Sri Guruji's grace that I realized my dream of doing Foundation in Science followed by a degree program and both with scholarships. I am truly happy. Thank you, Tata Sri Guruji. Besides that, I also saw a lot of other changes after attending the seminar. Before this, people used to always call me an unlucky fellow because I always never got what I desired. Somehow, I too started to believe that. But after attending the seminar, whatever I desired materialized, from simple things like food to bigger things like acquiring a phone, etc. Sometimes I think, I hope my mom buys this particular food today, I'll be craving for that food and true enough, she will come home with it. That's when I truly understood the amazing potential of the yogic power. To others this may seem trivial, but to me it was simply remarkable. Another thing is, I used to be burdened with all kinds of ailments. I frequently fell sick at least 3 times in a month. But today, after attending this seminar, by Guru's grace, I rarely fall sick. Even if I do, it'll only be a slight fever and I'll be back on my feet within a day. This is a huge experience for me. I also suffered from another medical disadvantage, that is, my bones were very weak. Thus, I rarely engage in sports activities. My dad always made taunting remarks like, "Look at your brother and sister, they are so active, why are you such a weakling?" His remarks were very hurting. How could I be blamed for my weak bones? I was born with it. I prayed hard, charged water, and by Guru's grace, I saw great improvement. Actually, even before I attended the seminar, I had a fantastic experience with regards to this medical condition. What happened was, one day in school, I accidentally bumped into a chair. It was a slight knock, but my patella bone got dislocated. Chaos ensued. I was taken by ambulance to the emergency department and the attending doctor said that I had to undergo surgery to correct the situation. Though I had not attended the seminar yet, I repeatedly chanted Guru Namam. I put faith in Guru. They took me in for an X-ray. As my leg was not straight, they placed a sponge to hold my leg in place during the X-ray. Afterwards, I was sent back to the emergency ward. I was prepped for surgery and IV needles were set. My mom was praying fervently in the waiting area and I too chanted Guru Namam non-stop. Just prior to the surgery, the doctor asked me to remove the sponge that was supporting my leg because it had to be returned to the X-ray room. As I removed the sponge, suddenly my bone clicked back into position. My knee was back to normal. The doctors were amazed and told me that never before have they seen anything like this. It was a one in a million chance. They said this miracle was definitely the work of God. At that time, all that came to my mind was Dato Sri Guruji. 2 months after that incident, I attended the Yogic Power seminar. I realized that if the mere mention of Guru Nam can bring about such a miracle, what greater experiences would be in store for me upon attending the seminar. I would like to take this opportunity to convey my sincere and heartfelt gratitude to Dato Sri Guruji and Datin Sri Ji. Thank you.